Okay, well, since I can upload this to actually YouTube and keep it off the channel, and only you can see it, I guess I could do some more video, and you get an idea of how I do my work and how I go about figuring these out. Um, as you can see here, I took off that other LS 130, that other HC 132 chip. Um, the only thing is that during the cleaning and that, I think this one pad came off, but that pad doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It is not actually connected. Same as this one is not connected. You see, there's nothing going to it, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, now I have the chip here. I'm gonna put this on, and the way I'm gonna use my actually flux here. You see how it's a bit clearer. You can see the pads better. Well, you know what? Better yet, let's do this. We'll do one side my flux, okay, and then the other side we'll do the one that you sent for me to try. You see the difference? You see, and that's why I don't. That's what I mean. That it is not clear. It's not clear for me to see through it and to see where the pads go and so forth. You see. So anyway, now once I put some heat on it, watch this. See, once I put some heat on it, you can see a bit better. But when I put heat on my side, you see the difference? Anyway, those are little things about flux that, I mean, yeah. I mean, when you're working with them constantly, you try to take and you want to deal with. Okay, so how I do this, see, this is why I don't like to use heat too much on these, because I mean, on the other type of chips, yes, I'll use heat, but on these I don't like too much. I'm gonna put some solder on my tip. Okay, I'll bring the chip on. Can you? Yeah, everything there is in good view. Okay. Okay, so even if I'm a bit crooked and so forth, right? Okay, I'm not too worried about the first leg. Okay, because the first leg can always adjust. So see, now that one is actually down. Okay, and I can still move it around a little bit. You see. Now normally you want to try to do the second leg on the opposite side, the opposite corner. Okay, way over here. So you see, I can still move it, but if I move it too much, I'm gonna add tension to over here. You see, so I want it about right there. Oh, I have my soldering iron upside down. See, so now it is secure. You see, but if I had tension on it, if it was pulling too much on that first point that I did, because that can damage the pad too. That's putting tension on the pad, on the chip leg, on the chip inside. I can come back and just reheat it. That will remove the tension and put it back to where it should be. That's it. Okay, now I can get some more solder and I do the rest. See? Tap, 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 tap. That's it. That side done. Okay, now that was with my flux. Let's go to your side. Let's go to the Canada flux. Anyway, there I'm not worried. So we go here to this leg. Okay, and we're on. That's it. That's that smell though. Ooh, mm, smell of vision. That's what we need. Anyway, so let's give it a test. We're gonna clean this first. All right, now the issue I'm trying to solve is that memory, that that failure bong that it's supposed to give us. Now I did test my board. I took my board and it doesn't have memory in it, and I mean I turn it on, I get the good chime, then I get the bad chime. I turn it off, I turn it right back on, I get the same thing. Good chime, bad chime. Okay, it happens right in order. Okay, so yours. Let me put this away. I want to redesign my desk. I want to rearrange my shit here. I'm doing more and more of this work. What I do like the fact is that the actually flux from yours came with a longer tube. Let me go to the other camera. Sorry, my desk is a mess right now though. Yeah, so it has the longer tube, and it has the cover that I can put on so it doesn't leak out. Mine, which is this Amtech one, I mean, it's shorter, and shorter doesn't really matter, but I don't have a tube to cover. Okay, so we're gonna test your board here. Let's see if that was a message that came in from you. Yeah, you sent me some. Let's see. Uh, yeah, the actually flux does smell bad. The one you sent me, that actually chemical smell. I do press down on chips when heating them in place. I think the solder was not melting enough. It was frustrating, but it seemed way worse on the two CI boards. Okay. Uh, yeah, I guess maybe the boards do have a difference. I mean, yeah, I do see. Maybe I'm putting solder on pads. I'm putting too much. It can take longer to heat. Yeah, the pads were a bit high. I mean, you want those pillows on the pads to be, I mean, not too high. You don't need much. It doesn't take much actually solder. It takes very little. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this. Okay, if I zoom in some, I can get rid of some of this mess. Okay, so side. I don't need much for this test. I just need the speaker and power. That's it. Okay, let me bring the microphone down here if I can. All right. I just have to rearrange my microphone. Let's see. Okay. Off. 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 Seems to be doing it. Off. Off. On. And you see, my on there was way too quick. Yeah, you see, I was not doing it. It did that to me last time too. It worked for a bit. All right, I think it's time for me to go through those diodes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's some lingering voltage that is in there that is discharging from the caps. It might even be a cap that's not 100% good. And it is actually discharging from the cap and then going backwards on that diode. See, at first it may work, because there's no charge in that diode. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five. It's a 5 second wait. One, two, three, four, five. Hey, not all the time. Three, four, five. Anyway, okay, so you get the idea. Now I'm gonna work on I'm gonna work on those diodes, but I think I'm gonna let me order some food here. Let me pause this actually recording. I will keep it going. You should cut quicker now because the board is a bit warm already, but it's hot on my fingers too. Yeah, this one may be causing some problem. It's way off. I do have a new one for actually there also if I need to switch the two actually transistors. Yeah, you see that was a cold solder joint. That was barely on there. You saw how that actually lifted off? You see? Look at that. That's not a very good solder joint. Look. See, these are better, but you see that is lifting off too. Anyway, all right, that's enough with the hot air. I'll come in now and do the rest with the actually soldering iron. Boy, I found some good deals today on actually eBay. Let's use your solder, your flux, and we use it up instead of the more expensive one. Thanks too anyway for sending this flux. I mean, it is appreciated. It is good to try different products, because you never know. I mean, you may find something better. Um, but yeah, you can see here I bought. Yeah, this is the MMBT 3904. This is that actually transistor. But this is the MMBD 914 is the heavy diode. On my the 3904 is the one that goes 1A, 2A. 1A is on number 3. Yeah, okay, so the one that I have in the other envelope is the transistor. But I'm not gonna switch that yet. I want to try the diodes first. Okay. Let's put this straight. Let's get some solder on this. Let's clean this up. I think that wasn't sticking very well. You saw how that came up, how that just flaked off. That's a cold solder. That's a cold solder joint. Oof. I do have an actually extractor, but I have a ceiling fan above me blowing down that blows the stuff away. I don't like how that. I mean, put some of my flux in there too. I need to clean these real good. These are very. Okay, now I'm gonna clean it because I want to take measurements. I wanna check continuity. That's one of the things I learned. Okay, when you're doing this type of work, just continuity, check it. It doesn't hurt. It just takes a couple seconds. It just helps to know this goes to here, that goes nowhere. These two go together, these two go together, that goes nowhere. This goes there, that goes nowhere. Okay, so we're good. Okay. I may very well come back and remove that one transistor too. Go open this package. I just got this from IIci Mauser. I just ordered them. And that should be 30. But that small little strip, this small little strip here should be 30 on. So let's get it. Let's get a clean space here on the board. Now these are not very expensive. These were just 13 cents a piece. So, but the thing is that they are fast switching diodes. So hence why you can't just put any type of diode. I tried to see if there was a cross reference, and no. So since Mauser had them, I bought them from Mauser. Flux is down. Let's put some. Let's get back into view. We are here. Now I'm gonna work from back here forward because of me being right-handed with the soldering. You see how you can't see the pad through that flux? Jesus. Solder. It's stuck, but just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna come and get these back ones. If you notice, I am pushing down too for it to set a bit flatter. Putting some solder on. Okay. Let's get that last one. I need some solder. It's already down flat, but I still like to hold it. Okay, those are on. Now, I know I may have to come back and switch that transistor. That's fine. But the process of problem solving, I want to see if just by changing those three. Again, all that I need to test really is just the audio. I don't need to connect everything else. Let me bring the microphone more towards me. Okay. Because I really don't know how it's coming across the audio. Just had a lunch. Okay, let's see. Off. On. 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 I think we got it. I think, you see? I knew it was that. I knew it. So, oh shoot, I should have switched you over to the desk view. I got all these nice cameras and nice things to do for my video, and I'm not enjoying them. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. It's on right now. Off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. Reset, reset, reset. I don't think it's gonna give you that bad memory chime, or is it supposed to? Let's find out. Let's take my board. All right. All right. My board, no memory. On. Reset. Yeah, I'm supposed to get the chime, the bad memory chime too. Okay, so there's still one more diode on your board to change. That might be the culprit. You know what? Let's go take a look. Let me look at the schematic. That may tell me. May just tell me. Because I just switched those three. Power. That goes, that's triangle, triangle. Yes, that interface is right with that one diode that we haven't changed yet. That interface is right there. Okay, we gotta change that one too. Let's see. Let's get to it. One of them we didn't do. And the one we didn't do is this D5. Well, sorry, 345 we did D6. Where is D6? 5D. 345. Yeah, that's the one we didn't do yet. And this transistor here is a bit different. This is a 3906. I don't think I bought any 3906s, but I have 3906 in my sample book. So if we need to, we can still switch those transistors also, but I don't think they're the cause. So those diodes are changed. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to take this off with SU wick. Scope view. There we are right there. That one with the alcohol around it is the one I need to take off. So here we go. Okay, soldering iron is still nice and hot. I'm just gonna come in here. You see that lead-free solder doesn't even flow nice into the wick. See, you see how it stays behind? You see? I just, because those legs are so small, you can just wiggle the damn thing off. Once you get the solder off, we put that in the bad pile too. The one thing I don't like is how quick this solder burns. I mean, this flux goes brown. Okay, we're gonna clean this. So, get some solder on it. Okay. Wick again. Okay. Little bit of cleaning. I clean it because I want to see the traces. I want to see where it goes for me to do my continuity test. Okay, this one comes here. It goes to here. This one goes to here. This one goes nowhere. I don't like how that looks. That's just how that is. Okay, I'm gonna put down a little bit of flux. Need another diode. Right in the flux. That's why I didn't want to do it there. Did one fall out? Damn things are so small. But you see, I only took 3 out of the strip, but there's 4 missing. Anyway. I don't know how you can do this work without a microscope, Mark. I really don't know. I mean, I have a hard time even seeing the smallest little. I mean, well, my eyes didn't used to be this bad. Once I turned 40, my eyes went south. Alright, I'm not gonna position it yet. I'm gonna get my soldering iron ready. Okay. Now I'll come get it. You know, before I used to buy Il Cheapo. I didn't think tweezers made a difference. This time I was like, you know what? What the hell? Let me try a good set. I bought a good set. My God, I love them. Tweezers make a big difference. That's what I'm using right now. It still wasn't that bad. It was a set. I think it was like 6 tweezers for like 30 some dollars. I don't like how this is soldered. I'm gonna leave that transistor on for now, but I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna take off that solder and then resolder it. I don't like how that looks. See how it doesn't even want to melt? I mean, look at the amount of heat that I'm putting on this thing, and look. See that? It just doesn't want to go into the wick. Everything else around is getting sucked up except for the solder. See that? And then if we try it this way, we suck it out with air pressure. There, you see, now it came up. There was just like a bad layer of solder on there. I have a feeling I'm gonna have the same problem here. Yeah, you see? There's a layer of crust on it. See that crust? Okay, nice. Let's go test. Let me make the space again and get my stuff that I put in the way out. Um, my cleaning. All right. So you saw what that stuff did. You saw what I saw her doing, man. That's I don't know if you actually reflowed that one though. I don't know. That might have been original solder on it. Okay. See? We are golden. We are golden, Mark. That's it. This board is done. Unless you can tell me what else. I mean, I think we're good now. Let's let's boot it up. Let's put that there. Let's connect the monitor. Connect keyboard. Throw some memory in here. You see diodes, remember? I was telling you about them. I mean, I don't know if because I put on new ones or that I took them off and I redid them and I cleaned it. I mean, it could be various things. Um, let's see. Yep, we're coming up. After the chime and after a few seconds, if you hear that that on the speaker thump thump two, okay, one is louder than the other, then it is gonna boot up. But if you only hear one, it's not gonna boot up. Okay. There we go. Welcome to Macintosh. OS is loading. I don't have a camera where I can point this to SU right now, but trust me, it is coming up. Matter of fact, let me take a picture of it. Uh, oh, you sent me some more messages. I do press down my SE30. I had to pull off some chips and clean up whole area on both boards. Never had an issue. Maybe when I put solder on pads, I'm putting too much and takes longer to heat it when putting chip on. Could be. I mean, it could be various different things, but you saw how I do it, okay? And I mean, I feel I have more comfort using my soldering iron and the solder because I let the flux and and the solder do the work for me, okay? Because solder is gonna want to flow to solder, and that flux is gonna guide it. That flux is gonna make sure that it goes to the right place only. Okay, so you gotta use the tools that you have. Um, I'm sending you a message at 2:17 p.m. my time, which I think is 3:17 your time. Or no, did the time change happen? Yeah, the time change happened. That was last night, this morning. So we might be on the same. I don't know if Canada falls back. So anyway, so this is working. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'll send you that, and I'll tell you I will upload, prepare a video you can watch. All right, I can send you those messages. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go ahead and process it and actually upload it so you can watch it because it is 40 minutes. All right, later. Time to move on to the next one. Which one you want me to do next? And that. So matter of fact, I haven't even seen all of your boards. I just took one out and that was it. That was this one. So I may just pick out randomly and just move on. Okay. All right. Let me know.